Hello, hello, hello. I hope everyone is having a good my birthday. I am having a good my birthday. But we still have to get to these hot topics. Just because it's my birthday don't mean I'm going to let these heifers rest. For example, Drake said he pitched a God's Plan series to Amazon founder Jeff Bezos, but he declined. I have to thank you, Jeff Bezos. I have to thank you for stopping that. And I wish that you had also said no to J Lo, but you said, you know what? She's funding it herself. We didn't give her any money. So you said, sure, you can put it on the platform. We ain't got a dime for you, but go ahead, embarrass yourself thoroughly. Jeff out here embarrassing these people. And I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. Oh, God. But in Housewives news, both of Brooklyn's parents are unemployed or employment in question because it's no guarantee Kenya's coming back. As these Housewives seasons, they could be dropping like flies. You could get a reboot in a minute. We just saw with Jersey, they said, don't call us. We might not call you. But Brooklyn's father, Mark Daly, his restaurant, Southern Comfort, aka SOCO BK, after a successful 15-year run, has shuttered. I'll say after 15 years, normally you like some restaurants, they ain't gonna make it after 15 years. Your neighborhood has changed. So the people that you would cater to back when SOCO opened, Brooklyn was black. Let's be honest. Brooklyn used to be black. Now it's not. I don't know what it is. I haven't been in a minute, but I know it ain't black. I know it ain't blackity black. I know it's not SOCO black. That's funny. We're talking about Southern black cuisine in Brooklyn, and I went over the pink teacup earlier today, and now we're talking about SOCO shuttering. I never got to eat there. Chris said it was good. But I hope Brooklyn's parents are able to get some type of employment. I mean, he's supposed to be paying $2,000 a month in child support. Where's that coming from? But I'm going to actually wish him luck. I don't think it would be a waste of a wish. Sukihana claims Ray J is in love with her. And I want to say this here and now as someone who is single and desperately seeking Susan. Lord, please don't let that love ever find me. I never, ever want to be in love with the Ray J. I can't do a fool. I can't do a fool in love. Not again. Not again. I was a fool in love once. I was a fool in love. I can admit. But everybody plays the fool sometimes. But I have my sometime, and Lord, let that be the last time, because I don't. Ooh, Lord, Sukihana, you have so much going for you. You want to backslide with Ray J and his next? That's sorry. That's sorry. Let's see what else is going on in Hot Topics. Tory Lanez accuses Megan Thee Stallion of weaponizing the judicial system. But Tory, you weaponized a weapon against her. I was like, but you literally, you aimed and you hit both feet, plural, but you want to talk about weaponizing. You used a weapon on her. Is anyone else just as confused as I am. Oh, like, baby, you really don't get you that slow. This honestly makes me question, should there have been a competency hearing? You're weaponizing the baby, you weaponized the weapon. That's kind of how I can't. I got the wings and oh my God. Oh my God. Chris has never lied in his life, but geez, those wings. I've only had two. Thank God I got a double order. They are delicious. They are crisp. They are holy. They are holy. It was a birthday gift to remember, and I appreciate him for it. That's a good friend that tells you where those wings are. He's been telling me to go. I'm glad that I didn't go until now because I'd be fatter. 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 Actor Timothy Chalamet credits Little B for his success. Thank you, based God. He said that apparently he met Little B and Little B knighted him and said he was handsome and blessed, and ever since then his career's been going very well. You know, you never know where your big up will come from, so good for him. Good for him. All right, now let's get to the Housewives news. Lindsay Hubbard fires back at fans criticizing her for sponsoring her pregnancy announcement. Do you know how much children cost? Of course she's going to monetize that. I'd monetize it. I need to monetize this one. Get on the camera, honey. You're cute. Come on. Come on. You're cute. They want to see you. I got to monetize him. Please. I didn't get the oxtail. I didn't get any oxtail. I just got pizza. But I will give you a review on the wings. Mauricio blasts rumor of him and Derek Kemsley having an affair. And you know why I don't believe it? And Aaron, I want to ask you about this. Why would he want his wife but in blonde? It's another over-the-hill heifer who, you know, is going to be more thinking about kids than having fun. I think that's why he wants to date young women. What do you think?
100%. Mauricio is date. First of all, foremost, happy birthday, my friend. Let me add my birthday salutations to you. Um, it is a wonderful day, but Mauricio wants to date the youngins. Have we seen? He's totally dipping in the 20, early 30 pond. He knows he's wealthy and attractive. He is absolutely going to get the premium P, the kind you can control. He's going to enjoy. He's not going after dried out Dorit.
I'm going to say it ain't even about control. Those are willing participants. They are looking for daddy and they don't want to be disobedient.
Well, I just meant like they'll go where he wants to go on vacation. They'll enjoy being his arm candy. They'll go to great dinners, but like, he can. It's not a partnership. It's a trophy. It's like she wants the handbag and listen. He is prime daddy. He's the prime candidate of like attractive, charismatic seeming person. Bonus, all the stuff. It wouldn't gross me out to date him if I were younger. I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't speak to like the caliber of the person, obviously, but I really don't believe the Dorit innuendo what at all. He's going out with young models and like influence. He's doing no.
Yeah, he's the Dancing with the Stars girl.
Exactly. No, he's getting young life and limber.
Yeah, limber. Yeah, well, Kyle's still limber. I'll give her that.
True.
F boys will never be attractive to me. I wouldn't consider Mauricio an F boy. You have a 30-year, he's got a 20-something year marriage under his belt. That ain't an F boy. That's I'm now living my life.
Do you think he cheated on Kyle and that's why she just like dried up in desire for him?
She went to Puss.
well, I do think that
Puss.
yeah.
And went to Puss publicly. That is way more than a my husband cheated reaction. I think Mauricio cheated at some point. I'm sure, I think they had an arrangement. I think or he was quiet about it and she turned a blind eye. But I also see him being very respectful about it.
I just wonder
I don't think he didn't want the reputation as a cheater.
I don't think so either, but cheater is a cheater,
A cheater is a cheat. Well, no, I think here's the thing, we don't know he cheated. So if he did, we know because we're adults that can think. But because it's not out there in public, we can't look it up. We don't have pictures. We don't have, articles and things. It's other than he was seen with a woman. Well, that's half the world. I'm seen with women too. Don't mean anything going on. I've been seen in the company of women in the late of night, 2 a.m, walking arm in arm, looking real friendly.
Yeah, I think that lady when we were at the dispensary. Remember that lady at the end?
We were looking real friendly, very chummy.
Yeah,
very
she
close.
said, "You guys are cute," and I'm like, "Oh, she thinks we're yep, she thinks we're a couple." But we were in the dispensary, so everybody was a little disconnected from reality, or looking to be that way. But I just look at the way that they had this long marriage, and then all of a sudden it's like Kyle said, I just can't bring back my feelings for him. And to me, that smacks of betrayal. That's something she found out in the way he was cheating or whatever, the part of whatever in that place. To me, it smacks of I feel so betrayed. I'm not even attracted to you anymore because of what you did. And now we got to figure this out though, because funny enough, Kyle is a fellow Capricorn. But and then I think she went over to the P playground. You know what I mean? But it just smacks to me of some level of deep betrayal on some kind that changed things between them to get them to this place.
It could be. Or I think there's I don't know. It could be I'm a lesbian and I'm tired of this.
I also think, he has multiple lawsuits against his business. There could be some kind of financial risk that he put everybody in that she didn't know about that scared her because she's super anxious. Right. I mean, I'm not saying that it necessarily is he cheated. That's just kind of the flavor I get by kind of the way that she seems to have gotten cold with him, but it still kind of hurts her feelings when she sees other women and other things going on, But any inference that Dorit is involved in any of this is, I just think, absurd. And I think inferring about the fact that PK still texts Kyle, it's like, oh my God, we're searching for a storyline here.
They are. I mean, hell, they had me on.
I mean, listen, you were a great soundbite, so of course they're gonna exercise that to death because all of those ladies are on the extra thin side lately.
And you
Um,
know what? Now that you said Kyle is a Capricorn, I can see why she can't let it go. And I can also see that I bet like a Capricorn cannot stand to be bested. And especially in public.
yeah. And they're calculated and strategic. So, and listen, I think Kyle has done a pretty good job of steering the ship for quite a while, but she also, there's nothing that you can really do when it's just your turn to be the bad guy for a season. And that just happens. Garcelle's getting it too, right? Sometimes the person that you really don't care for is having a season like Dorit is, and then therefore it makes you look like the bad guy simply because you're being true to how you feel about it instead of kissing ass like other people do.
No, oh my God, I love this. Oh, this is a great segue. This is a great question, sass segue. I was going to say, is it kissing ass to be magnanimous when a heifer is on her, when a heifer's on the ropes? Because I kind of feel like, you know what, I'm not going to kick you when you're down. I'm going to wait until you're up, and then I'm going to snipe and keep it catty. But while you're down, I'm going to be above it.
I agree. I really do think that's the best road to take. Like, especially a good example of that would be Shannon, because like look at what like a piece of crap
Or
Tamra
Gina,
looked.
not
Same,
Gina.
same.
Yeah.
You mean
Yeah,
Gina on Orange County?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, look at she took the magnanimous route when it came to Shannon, whereas Tamra was screaming alcoholic as she run into the bar every chance she could get.
Oh
And
God.
look who we liked, and look who we can't stand. Just
Yeah,
simply
Gina
because,
had a good season, and she'll get an invite back.
yeah, and
Tampa, you can only be a bitch for so well. Then again, Tamara's been a bitch for 17 years.
she kind of is. We I don't know how we all forget, but like she literally has been a bitch the whole time. I
It's like
mean that.
she's like Kenya on steroids.
Yeah. Yes.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
There's someone more
Yeah.
because Kenya can
Yeah.
definitely get irritating with it, where it's like, this is kind of why I feel like they let her ass go, because it's like, God, is this all? You know what I think it is? I'll also say this. I think if Kenya had more to bring other than being a bitch,
Yeah.
after 10 years, I think it made it easy to be like, you know what? No, sit out for a season. We'll call you back next year. But two, it's like the way these shows are dropping like flies, because I don't know if these New York heifers is coming back. They might have to reboot the reboot.
I mean, I stopped watching. I know Chris mentioned it. No, like people are dropping off because they just don't have any fucks to give. They just don't. And it's I don't know who to blame. The producers, the cast, both, I don't know, but it's not working. And we can all come up with the various reasons why we don't think it is, but the general statement that it's not working seems to be true.
Mm-hmm.
Tamra
And
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 go
it's
ahead.
not that the women aren't like, I would say this, Bryn has come off just grating and unlikable.
Yeah.
Jenna, we need you to actually be the boss that you are. Jessel, don't change a thing. I really like how aloof you are. I like how odd you look. Like you are the perfect housewife. Don't change a thing, Jessel. Uba, goodbye. I don't want to hear about Oliver, and we still haven't seen him. Like you don't translate on this show. Bryn, goodbye. Aaron, you're really trying to kick stuff up, but I just don't think we need you. You're very Carrie Bradshaw. You're awful, and your face looks like a foot.
Oh my God!
And now you can't unsee it. You can't unsee it.
You know what I know? No, you know what it is? She looks like when you see the underside of a flat shark.
Oh my God. What?
I'm gonna send you a picture. But no, it's
The underside of a flat shark?
like like the way that now wait. I think I'm falling way too deep into a hole that I don't know if I want to be in. We'll just leave it at a foot. Yeah.
Oh God, no! Now I see it. She's the underside of a manta ray.
Yeah.
Her face, yes, because those little slitty eyes and the whining mouth. Yes, she
And
looks
the
like the
nostrils.
underside of a
Yeah.
manta ray.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I needed to not be in the hole by myself.
It was the manta ray. That's what it was.
Um,
Oh my God!
I
We're
think
here, honey. We if there's
I
anything
know.
we can do, it's power. It's one of us can paw around with the words, and the other one will be like, "It's this." Like we would be unstoppable in like charades or categories or something.
I think that to just go back quickly, Kenya and Tamara have a viciousness that is very unique flavor, right? They're very different ladies, but we can both attest to watching a level of viciousness that just comes out of their inherent personality. New York, I think Jenna is way too disconnected with the rest of the ladies. There's a generation gap that's not working. And so I think that among many other things, the cast is just, and to your point too, like it's not that I don't find some of them compelling, some of their stories, enjoyed some of their style, but like as a cast gelling together. And another thing too, like Scientology is a cult. And like we're just gonna be weird around it and about, like I don't even know, like it's so Rebecca Minkoff it's just weird.
I like Raquel. I like
I
Raquel's
do
girl.
too. I do too.
What's her girlfriend's name?
I forgot.
Theo. Is it Theo?
No, it's not.
Well, I enjoy them both.
I
I feel like they also like don't change a thing. You're great housewives. It's Bryn and Aaron and Uba that are just and like everybody said, like watching the girls fight over rooms used to be fun, and now that's not even fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that Raquel and Jenna, especially if Jenna's partner would join, like give me a new L word, New York power lesbians, like, successful. Give me something where the chemistry between the cast can give me life organically. Like, like there can be a group, there's natural chemistry between partners, maybe some of the single, there's all kinds of things. But like what we're looking at with New York is just forced chemistry, and it's coming off as petty, it's coming off as like vicious, right? There's a certain level of anger underneath, and there's also a certain level of manipulation and lying that I just don't jive with. Like if I found out the way that Bryn has changed the storyline completely about what was said to start gossip and stuff, and then this really stupid prank, I'm like, this is not working, people. Cheap shenanigans.
Fabulous. Cheap shenanigans. Ants in distress. No, I don't think we can bring Sonia back. Sonia's too much of a drunken mess.
Yeah, she ruined Andy's Watch What Happened Live 15th anniversary.
Yeah, so Sonia is persona non grata. Because you notice they haven't done shit with her. Luann is enjoying her cabal, and I don't blame Lou.
No.
I wonder if they'll bring her back for like a girls' trip.
Well, remember, there's that Love Hotel, dating
yeah.
show. We still have that with Ashley and her forehead, and Luann and Shannon and Giselle.
I wonder when they're going to air that. They're probably waiting for that like Joel Kim Booster drama to pass over completely. Because remember, like after that, like he like went off on Shannon online,
Oh, I
and
sure do. Yes.
everybody was like, "What the hell? Like you seemed fine. Like nothing happened."
Well, I wonder what really happened because he used very strong words, like very strong. He basically wished her to relapse and, you piece of crap human, and that's fine. Say it with your chest, but what did she do? Um, and uh it also, no matter what, you have now sabotaged us enjoying the show, and you're not even explaining what happened, and this just looks stupid, and this also looks unprofessional.
Yeah,
And if it really truly was something that you felt was on that level, you should have escalated it privately and not gone to social media to do that.
100%.
Like, I just don't really like, and I like the dude. I'm just like going, God, this doesn't look good. And he knows it, and he all of these things. Um, yeah. Listen, I'm sure Shannon's like, an entitled white woman piece of crap. Like, but it doesn't help anybody that participated in the show, including the staff member that he claimed, the production member that he claims he was defending, by blasting her in the ambiguous way, and doing it on a level that just makes him look like an a-hole.
So, in more Bravo news, Melissa Gorga says that Housewives of New Jersey may be over, admitting you can't do everything forever, suggesting that Bravo could be ready to leave the drama-filled franchise behind after Dolores Catania seemingly confirmed the show's end.
Well, based on how good the reboot in New York is going, I don't know how well a New Jersey reboot would go.
But you know what? I think actually, I think that either a Jersey reboot, or there's the rumor of Housewives of Rhode Island. I could see it working because what you would do is you would get a new Italian family with new sister-in-law or sister brother-in-law or sister brother or mom and dad, like finding another family with drama wouldn't be that difficult, where then you're not like so much more, then like you're just casting the family, so you kind of have everybody. I feel like we are tired of Teresa versus Melissa. Like there's no like we have saw every which way. We've reduced it to, we've done it with fractions, we've done it with calculus, we've done it with PEMDAS. We have done that each and every way. We know those numbers backwards and forwards.
Yes.
We can put it in the Pythagorean theorem.
That horse is fossilized into the ground.
Oh, it is down to its atomic nitrogen. It is nitrogen.
Carbon dating.
Exactly. It is carbon and nitrogen. It is down to its simplest elements. And I can't do it anymore. Jackie, I'm glad that you shared your journey and you're doing better. I enjoyed that. That was touching to me. Marge, I want to see you on Traders. I want to see you on different other things on Bravo. I think that they need to have a new family and new women and younger women. I also feel like there's a point where it's a young girl's, not a young woman's game. But you don't want to turn into old and bitter on these, like old and fighting and sniping on these shows. Like you want to kind of elevate like Karen did until she became Thomas Jefferson's concubine.
I mean, the mighty have fallen.
Ooh, and I mean, baby, that wasn't that was a, what do you call that from Grace? Because that wasn't just a fall.
That was a dragging by Mariah's chariot.
Really. You were drunk when you got on the chariot. You fell over. The horses took off anyway. You were flying by and your wig is dragging the whole way.
Drunk driving and people are throwing tomatoes.
And your lipstick is mussed. Your mascara smeared. Your foundation all over the yellow brick road.
And I'm telling you, I always want to, it goes back to what you were talking about. I would like to extend grace because these people are on our TV for our entertainment. We watch their lives fall apart. We have a lot to say. We judge for sport, all these things. So, like, I'm always rooting for you. But I do not I never had to know you were Thomas Jefferson's concubine. You made choices. You could have gotten an attorney, and I am sure there could have been an agreement have been made where you would have to eat some humble pie, but you wouldn't have to be in the mud the way that you are now.
Girl, I mean,
you threw up on your I mean, there are things we didn't need to know. How? I can't get over the choices made in this situation. Just baffling to me. So, back to Jersey, I do think that there is another stereotypical Italian American family to exploit over on the East Coast. I am sure there is one ripe for it, and happy and eager to do it. I honestly think that you could even morph over some of the Jersey Shore cast, and because they're, in a phase in their lives where they're much more building their businesses, being married, having children, those kinds of relationships. So, I mean, we'll see. I definitely don't need any more Teresa and Melissa. And
I love new people rather than the Jersey.
Say that again?
I would rather have new people, and ain't nobody going to pay Jersey salary.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I wonder if they're going to keep Danielle and Rachel Fuda. Although that crap that her husband did was wild. It wasn't just, marijuana charges. That man did armed burglary back in the day. But then again, yeah. I mean, yeah. You want to go stereotypical Italian family, and you might have some of that in the background if you're going for a certain type.
And they definitely were.
Oh, I mean, well, that's kind of part of the problem. It all leveled on too dark. They had to get the Manzos off, because if you look at all that stuff, that's just yikes. Caroline Manzo's lawsuit aside, she was writing letters of support to her brother, and it was proven that he hired people to go and beat the crap and disfigure Dina, his ex-wife, and her then boyfriend. That's wild.
That is wild.
So wild. And he just got sentenced. They had a
7 years.
Right. They had a fundraiser at the brownstone,
for his legal fees.
Yes. And this man gave discount weddings to terrorize your sister and injure people that are that's a lot for a Real Housewives show. Yeah. And that's why I kind of go, it's a lot that you're suing Bravo for Brandy assaulting you, considering what you're raising money for in your own family. Your family. It's a little wild to me, Caroline. It's a little wild. What you think, you want to get litigious with, and then what you think should be unpunished. I mean,
She's like, not, I don't want you to think that that's just nutty boo. But then again, Carolyn wants to be a secret lesbian. A secret lesbian. Kyle Richards came out.
I was going to say, I don't think her and Kyle should trade tips because neither one of them have done very well with this.
Oh, my God. Oh, my. Well, also, I feel like Carolyn, she's been, like, I look at her and I just think, dag.
Well, yeah, especially with that short silver haircut.
She's been dagging for
and the
me.
Glasses,
Like, that's Deb Atney. I want to know where's her friend.
Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. No, man. That's the point.
I bet you a fat man that there are some secret complaints over at the Brownstone from women. And that's why she was probably so afraid for it to see the light of day.
Oh, man. I'm gonna say it's safe to say that I wagged my finger at Kyle. Shame on you for the gay baiting that you did last year, because I don't know exactly where you land in your curiousness, your questioning, your vagueness, and that's fine because it's really none of my business until you're ready to, and you may not even know yourself. However, you are absolutely
no, it is our business because you're on a reality show. See, it wouldn't be our business if you were a private citizen and you did not make millions of dollars for quote unquote putting your business in the street. So when you sign up to, not just because it's not like you're an actress or you're a famous doctor, you literally have cameras follow you around and you share your innermost personal details. You measure your labia, you take a shit, you steam your pussy. So I'm sorry, if you decide to start eating pussy, it's our business and cameras need to be there for the first time you lick a lab. It's our bit. You see, I feel like that's what reality stars, I feel like, forget. No, you don't have a discernible skill. Kyle Richards, what do you do successfully? Exactly. So when you start eating pussy, you better let us know.
Oh. Well, especially don't play in our faces. Don't do a video. Don't call the paparazzi on yourself. Don't take advantage of being seen with this person constantly.
Working it and being seen.
Yeah, and knowing this is all attention.
Working clit and being seen.
Oh my goodness. I don't know how well that worked because they don't seem to necessarily be connected at the hip anymore. But yeah, Jersey, I mean, listen, you need to give me a new group of people that are actually in relationships, because I feel like ultimately that's the one element of chemistry that once you really break that up, it becomes very hard to deal with. And we're seeing that on several of the franchises. Like, Sheree and Nene and Kim, they like knew each other. You know what I mean? Like when you have Orange County, those women had ties together, that original cast. You got to start with kind of, even if you weren't close, being in the community together,
Yes. In commute. Yeah. There needs to be that I know of her,
yeah,
like there almost was with NECA and Wendy.
Yes, and like New York, like Dorinda was in past scenes because she was at like Ramona's birthday or like at different charity events, so you could talk about each other. you're on the same committee and you notice that so and so was like didn't pay their portion or what, you know, all the petty crap that you can do when you are socially involved with someone, or like you've heard this, you know, the streets are talking in Coto de Casa that so and so was seen out with another woman. You know what I mean? Like you're in community enough that you know the goss.
The goss. Yes. Yeah, you've got to know, you know what, you're so right. It needs to be, I'm in your business. I'm in your circle. We play bocce ball together. And, you know, I'm the treasurer.
Yep.
And I know your broke ass is here on a sponsorship.
Right.
But
And maybe
it's unseemly.
and maybe my sister's best friends with the first wife or something like that, you know, where there's all these weird little ties where you all have these like one-sided opinions or limited perspectives on things, but you're all in the same, you know, circles. But Jersey did start out on a unique, weird trajectory, I would say, if you look at it from the other franchises, because they were all ganging up on Danielle, really. Like season 1, that was the storyline. Like, who is this prostitution whore that she then threw the table? Because we all were laughing at like kind of how dumb and eccentric, you know, like stereotypical Teresa was. They're all of her daughters in giant bows and her low hairline and cash and, you know, ingredients.
But also, you know what? Like, would that fly on Housewives today? No, because now we have a different attitude about sex work and about OnlyFans. And now Danielle would be like, I'm in the top 2% of OnlyFans, you know, watch my videos. Like it would
she
be,
really missed the boat. I don't
now.
I wonder if she's on OnlyFans. Oof, you know, but I mean, she was already giving it away. Remember that was part of the storyline? You know, that one guy came for his regular BJ. Remember that? The guys that knew, yeah. So, you know, but you're right. Isn't that interesting? Because Kenya tried to do that on Atlanta and got put on pause. Because
and it's just we're in a different space where now it's like that's anti-woman.
Yes. I remember Carlos was the one that put the book under the table.
Yes. Oh God.
I'm just saying, there is a through line of dark storylines attached with the name Carlos King.
Yes, there is.
I now say that with my full chest. Carlos King, you have a history of very dark storylines starting way back.
And speaking of dark storyline, in our big story, biggity big, Teddi and Edwin, well, Edwin was seen with his wedding ring on.
Yes.
And there is chatter on the interwebs that there could be a reconciliation afoot. I mean, they got kids. They both had been cheating throughout the marriage. So I honestly, I'm like, is this a reconciliation or is this a, okay, let's act like we ain't going to cheat till the coast is clear and then go back to letting each other cheat in peace because we ain't about to mess up the money, which would be smart. Or is it we're going to get back together for the Bravo cameras because we want a Bravo check because Teddi is like a dog with a bone. Like anything around Bravo, she will do. And so she would go back to penis. Getting on Bravo. She'd say, you know what? I'll suck a dick. I'd rather have pussy, but I'll suck a dick to get back on Bravo. I could see it. Also, I could see Kyle being like, I could see her being tired of Kyle's pillow princess ways. Because I feel like Kyle do them splits because she just be laying there. Like Giselle.
I did see Teddi posted a couple of, God, they both pose together like dumbasses. You know how like when men pose too much with their face, especially their mouth, it's so not heterosexual. Yeah. Listen, men, don't do that. No, too much. And you have like a couple of pieces of hair in the front. Yeah, get the hell out of here. Mouth slightly open, just showing your teeth a little bit too. That whole like I'm like anyway, yes. That looks like a douche canoe. Just so you know, Edwin, those photos, yeah. Anyway, she posted photos of them together. It was their 12th anniversary, and she was saying, you know, the thing like, thanks for the children, no matter what, I'll always be grateful. And then there was a thing about him in a picture with his wedding ring still on, and now there's rumors of a reconciliation, which I'm like, who planted that? Like, who's public, you know, who planted that story? I don't care what you do, but don't string me along. Don't be together and break up and then cheat on the horse guy again. Because she got caught tagging him in a photo. So everybody was twittering about that.
Well, maybe they'll have a throuple marriage and that's how they'll get back on Bravo.
Just don't keep playing around. I don't care. You're a hypocrite. The fact that you don't talk about this and take accountability when you make a living talking about everyone else makes me think that you're trying to make fetch happen way more than Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
No, I just don't appreciate the hypocrisy on that one.
Well, like Crystal Minkoff said, she feels she should be required to air out her business.
And listen, Crystal's boring as hell, but right is right.
Oh, I could also see them not wanting a divorce because then there would be discovery and all their business would be in the street. Like Karen Huger.
I mean, honestly, especially in California where it's so expensive, and if you have assets tied together and you have a lot going on, like, you know, do you really need to get divorced or do you just need to have an agreement? I don't know. And I don't really care, you know? All I know is that the level of audacity that she has doing this kind of stuff with how much she and Tamra make money off dissecting everything that the housewives do and the way that she's constantly running her mouth demanding authenticity from these ladies. Meanwhile, she's giving us nothing on
And when you were on the show, you had a storyline. You were sleeping with Kyle Richards, but you didn't take accountability. You just took pussy in a back room.
Well, and she said when she went on that her and Edwin's marriage was in the toilet. She was expecting to get divorced and then didn't. So I'm like, if you came back on the show to like sell this plot line of you and Edwin, I don't know if I believe you from the jump because you already lied. So, you know, whatever. Get back together with him. Just shut up.
Shut up.
Yeah. Be with Horsey Man. I don't give a shit.
I say be with both of them and then actually come on the show with I have two men plot line, and that would actually be interesting. It would be Jerry Springer. Well, actually, shit. No, it wouldn't. Mia's already done it.
Oh my goodness. Yes, you're right. Well, polyamory is a thing. Conscious, ethical non-monogamy. Come on now. You know, that's been in your neck of the dating world for a lot longer, right?
Oh, yeah.
Open relationship, you know, those all of these things.
Open and hoping.
Now, listen, we know that all kinds of drama is attached to all of that because a lot of people don't really do ethical non-monogamy. There's always some non-ethical shit happening. Not always. That's not true. There's plenty of successful people. However, I especially think a lot of the straights, when they try and do it, really don't do it ethically.
They get jelly.
Well, and a lot of people use it to manipulate, to have their cake and eat it too. They're, you know, like you have to really make sure everybody's got equitable situations, right? And anyway, you know, I do think that our culture is evolving toward that more, right? But I would be so surprised if Teddi went back on Beverly Hills and had an ethical, non-monogamous throuple with her horse trainer and her husband.
And then too, we have the cross-class relationship because she's stooping the hell.
Yeah, that's her horse trainer. Yeah, her daughter's horse trainer.
God.
Yeah, that's kind of bad when you like are messing with the people that are instructing your child and building a relationship with them to be mentored.
Maybe that's how she tips.
Oh my God.
To ensure the best service.
I mean, there was some service, all right.
She's trying to get her kids that equestrian scholarship.
I don't know how well that's working out these days. But maybe that was her initial intentions. I mean, ladies, let this be a warning to all of you. Don't try to do anything like pay for your child to get into a school. Lori Loughlin, and what's that other lady? Felicity Huffman. Don't do that. That didn't work out. And don't sleep with any of your children's instructors to try and get them ahead.
By giving head.
Oh,
but
listen.
Well, I was going to say, on that note, my medicine has kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how I get. I want to make sure that I follow all the community rules.
Yes.
Guidelines. And I can tell I may not be that coherent soon. So yeah. I thank you and everybody for joining me for this evening's birthday hot topics. And thank you for helping me welcome in 42.
It's going to be a great year. And I hope you enjoy your birthday oblivion.
I sure will. All right. Bye, y'all.